Hello, my gentlemen, my gentle ladies, and welcome to another Tea Time with Jenny. Tonight we are discussing the murder mystery me and my mother-in-law went to last night. Now, this was an 80s themed murder mystery, so I gotta wear this beautiful crown because I was a prom queen, well, supposed to be prom queen, and I'll get into that later. I was a prom queen, and I had sparkly makeup, I wore a beautiful dress, I wore tennis shoes because I couldn't find my boots. um, but it was just so much fun. So here's how this went down. We got our characters a little bit beforehand. So my name was Molly Mingmold. Molly Mingmold is a social outcast, but she was a geeky girl in high school who had the chance to become prom queen, but some stuck-up guy stood her up because he asked her to prom as a joke. And Molly's friend, Plucky, tried to warn her, and she didn't listen, and it was a joke. She's addicted to Rubik's Cubes because secretly, but she doesn't tell it until the end, she accidentally killed Plucky with a Rubik's Cube. But that wasn't the murder. Well, we're all there, and we all start to get to know each other. And it's pretty obvious that everyone hates this dude named Alligator. Alligator happens to be the adopted older brother of the dude that stood me up. Okay? So I already don't like him. I'm supposed to be kind of dropping hints about how much I don't like this dude. It kind of doesn't exactly spell a good story for me. Ooh, good tea. And it was some good tea. So, Alligator is like a kind of like a movie star from like Australia. But it becomes clearly obvious that just about no one there likes him. He's called out people for embezzlement, called out people for eating meat while being a animal activist. He's in lots and lots of debt to like some mobster. It's just like he's left a movie star for another woman, and he's not liked. Okay. Well, at the end of it, whenever someone dies, it ends up being this Alligator character, and he dies due to a Rubik's Cube to the head. And I'm sitting there, and I was told to bring a Rubik's Cube. I didn't really have a Rubik's Cube. I had like this, like something similar. It was like a 1x3 Rubik's Cube. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, excuse me, how bad does this look for me? Because the killer doesn't know that they're the killer until like the last round. We were given these. So at the start, we had salad, and we were able to open up our round 1 clues for our character. And then we went around and we mingled and we talked to people about certain things. Like I was told talk about Plucky a lot, about how he mysteriously died to this Rubik's Cube. Go talk to Alligator because he is this brother of the dude who stood you up, and like you became a social outcast for all these years after that. And then after some some like pasta bake, we got our round 2 with some pre-murder clues and some post-murder clues. We don't look at the post-murder clues until after, and Alligator got one that said, "You did, boy." So during that second round of walking around, he had to go and discreetly die. And then someone else got one that said, "Hey, you discover this body." And then after some dessert, we get our round 3, which is we all come together after like some discussion. We all confess who we are, what happened and stuff. I confess that I killed Plucky. But despite it being the same way that Alligator died, I didn't do it. And then we go through all these people, and of course, the person he called out for eating meat ended up being the one to kill him. But I was freaking out. I was like, I have this Rubik's Cube. Did I do it? Because you don't know that you've done it until you're reading this round 3 cards. And then you have to confess it to everyone. So you didn't even know in round 2 that you killed the man. So I am in round 2, just sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this Rubik's Cube with me. I'm going on telling stories about how my best friend supposedly died mysteriously in an accident to a Rubik's Cube to the head, and that's how Alligator died too. I'm like, no way. Was it me? Turns out it wasn't me. I kind of wanted it to be me. Actually, I was sick the whole week before, and I was kind of hoping that I would die, so I didn't have to do anything. Turns out Alligator, whoever was playing Alligator, had to still do a few things, so that's okay. Let me just tell you, going out and doing these things, they sound so cringy. They sound like, ugh, I would never do that. Don't be afraid to do those, because those are some of the most fun things that you can have. Just going out there, experiencing different parts of life, enjoying life. You don't have to enjoy life from your comfort place. There's other ways to enjoy life. Sometimes getting out of your comfort zone, like going to a murder mystery as a 22-year-old that's based in the 80s with your mother-in-law, is something that you do. Me and my mother-in-law, we have a great relationship. So I'm so glad that I'm not ended up on one of those tea stories of like, my mother-in-law just sucks. I got incredibly lucky with that. But going out there and doing stuff, we were never meant to just enjoy life just alone and holed up in a room. We were meant to enjoy life to the fullest, with God, of course. And sometimes that means you go out and you do what seems like something really cringy. But hey, I got a 3-course meal. It was a ticketed event for a co-op, fundraising for a co-op, but it was a ticketed event. I got 3 courses of a meal, a fun party game. Everyone got super into character, and it was just, well, I was hard to be a social outcast when you're specifically told to go talk to people. So, but it is so great. Go enjoy life, guys. Enjoy life, enjoy a cup of tea, and just smile. Send someone else a smile. And maybe if you have a chance, go to a murder mystery. Get into it, because you know what? That's fun. And there is some tea.